who monitors compliance with customary international humanitarian law. In today's world, the question of who monitors compliance with customary international humanitarian law is more relevant than ever. Recent conflicts have raised concerns about the treatment of civilians and adherence to established laws. As people seek clarity on this pressing issue, it is essential to understand the various entities involved in monitoring compliance during armed conflicts. Customary international humanitarian law includes principles such as the Geneva Conventions and the laws of armed conflict. These laws aim to protect civilians and prevent unnecessary suffering in times of war. One key player in this area is the International Committee of the Red Cross. The International Committee of the Red Cross works closely with governments and armed forces to ensure respect for these laws. They also provide humanitarian assistance to those affected by conflicts. Another significant entity is the United Nations. The United Nations, particularly through its Secretary General and specialized agencies like the Office for the Coordination of Humanitarian Affairs, monitors and reports on compliance with these laws. The United Nations Security Council has the authority to impose sanctions or authorize peacekeeping missions to enforce compliance. International courts and tribunals also play a vital role. The International Criminal Court and ad hoc tribunals, such as those for the former Yugoslavia and Rwanda, investigate and prosecute violations of international humanitarian law. These bodies are essential for holding violators accountable and ensuring justice for victims. Non-governmental organizations, including human rights groups like Amnesty International and Human Rights Watch, monitor and report on violations of international humanitarian law. These organizations advocate for accountability and push for compliance with established standards. National governments are equally responsible for ensuring that their armed forces comply with international humanitarian law. This responsibility includes training military personnel and investigating any alleged violations. Together, these entities work to ensure that states and non-state actors adhere to the principles of international humanitarian law. This collaboration is essential for protecting civilians and maintaining respect for human dignity during conflicts. As discussions about compliance continue to evolve, it is clear that the monitoring of international humanitarian law is a shared responsibility that requires cooperation from multiple stakeholders.